To Connor Murphy. I used to talk to him a while ago, and I don't want to insult the guy. He was clearly struggling with some mental health issues, but he was normal, and then he went down to Peru, did some ayahuasca, lost his mind, and went fucking nuts. I don't know why anybody is taking mind-altering drugs in shitholes in Mexico. Peru is just some fucking dump in Mexico where they have no roads and regular power cuts. If you needed antibiotics in Mexico, they wouldn't even have any. You would die of some fucking disease we cured 10,000 years ago, like syphilis or some shit. And everyone's obsessed with going there and finding themselves, and you end up finding the wrong guy, and then you go weird.
Guys, let's be sincere here. Location don't matter where you take drugs, man. Don't just take it at all. Don't be like, oh, because I'm in a well-developed culture, because I'm in this place, that no, don't just take it at all, bro. Don't just take it at all. Or because like Andrew Tate was trying to describe Mexico as a country that they don't even have antibiotic, but I'm just trying to make you understand what I'm trying to say. Like at the end of the day, whether you're in Mexico, whether you are in Brussels, or whether you're in London, or wherever that you are, there's no perfect location to take drugs, man. You understand? Stay away from that shit, man.
Don't give a fuck about no more. Got blood on my teeth, nigga. Blood in my tears, Got blood on my teeth, nigga. Blood in my tears, Gang, gang, gang.
What's going on, blessed people? Yeah, welcome to another video, man. Balling time, baby. Of course, it's time to take action, man, because whether they hate it or they love it, my brother, you have to go hard, man. Today we are doing, or should I say today is actually a follow-up video of the previous video that we actually did of Connor Murphy that dies, right? So today is basically a follow-up of that video, which is actually showing us the 24 hours of him before his demise, man, which is actually, like I said, a sad news. RIP, rest in peace to that brother, you understand? And my brother, he died in a very young age. That is something that you wish for nobody, man, not even including your haters or whatever, man. And in this case, it was a cool guy that just loved to live life and make video, but somehow my brother, he allowed the demons to take over it, man. So today, like I said, we are doing a reaction video of his last 24 hours, which is by Greg Doucette, giving us a little bit more details of actually what happened and if he was on drugs or what he actually take. I don't know if they're gonna say that, but yeah, it's just a follow-up of that, man, of the last 24 hours, man. So let's see together if I was right, man, if bro was actually on drugs or he was literally just trying to escape, or should I say swim away from the police, right? Which I still stick with that fact by saying that it's actually a crazy thing if you think you can literally swim away from the police, man. And that was the first thing that actually made me think that bro was actually on some drugs or something like that, man. But then, again, like I said, man, let's see what was actually going on, man. Remember, only you can stop you, man. So whether they hate it or they love it, my brother, you gotta go hard, man. It's still FAB, it's still fuck being weak. A weak mind is a weak motherfucking body, man. Remember, you also gotta protect your mind, body, soul, and peace, and definitely, or should I say last but not least, your energy, man, because only you can stop it, man. Let's go. The only way is up. I'll catch you guys, or should I say I talk to you guys on the other side, man. Peace.
Gang, gang, gang.
But I've seen it, and you don't need to see it. Out of respect for Connor and his family, I'm not going to show you his final minutes, his final arm strokes. There's enough vicarious trauma being shown. Coach Greg, in today's video, we're going to be going over the events that led to the demise of Connor Murphy. Talk about the fact that his final moments were literally caught on film. I'm certain that many of you have already seen this. Some of the most recent reports to confirm 100% that this was not a hoax. When I originally had recorded the video, I thought maybe this was staged, that it wasn't actually true. But the sad news is that this travesty, it all could have been avoided. We've seen and lost far too many people in the fitness industry, which is supposed to be synonymous with being fit, but yet people in the fitness industry get so caught up in their appearance, the look of their body, that they forget what actually being fit is all about, and that is a combination of physical, mental, social, and spiritual health.
That was deep, man. Come on, and that has been my message from get-go ever since I got on this YouTube, man. That has been what I've been preaching. That has been what I'm all about. Advocate. I stand for this shit, man. You understand? Because I've seen a lot of people I don't want to say lose their mind, but kind of start acting somehow, especially after they jump on it, man. And for the most part, they never kept up with it, man. You understand? Because keep in mind, with all this thing, once you get on it once, you have to keep on doing it, man, because your body constantly need that to actually do the same things that it could already do naturally, right? Which is like producing testosterone and all that. But then once you do one injection, right, from that moment on, you are hooked to it, man, because your own probably stop. I know a lot of people always argue about, oh yeah, but if after some while you stop, you will gain it back. I'm like, why do you even need it, man? If you're already producing it, why do you need it extra, bro? Right? And again, man, with what Greg was actually saying, people all are so focused on the aesthetic, on how they look externally, but then internally is bleeding. They don't care about all that, man, which is actually the most important. You can have the most beautiful car, but if your engine is fucked up, right, guess what? Your car is still effed up. Right? So it's the same with these people. They start taking steroids, they start losing their mind, they start acting, it's all about aesthetic. They develop more body dysmorphia. They start comparing themselves too much to other people. You understand? It's just too sad, man. That's again why I always say, my people, you gotta love the journey more than the motherfucking result, man. You understand?
And so let us go over his final video, his last post, to see exactly what was going on.
I'm just trying to remind myself because I'm really high.
Really high, and guys, he is not in a plane. We know...
Greg. RP to Coder, man, but that's funny what it is. He said, I'm really high. Greg said, guy, he's not in a plane. No. Guys, he's definitely not in a plane, man. Again, please stay off drugs, man. I've already said it before. If you want to do some drugs, please just smoke some weed, man. And that's about it, man. You don't need the rest. You don't even need weed to start weed. But if you feel like you want something every now and then to just feel, to just relax your body and spirit, you understand? It's okay, man. It's like some people drink every now and then wine or shit like that. But if it's a habit, everything too much is bad, right? That's the thing. With this generation nowadays, you don't know no limitation. They don't know when to stop. They don't even know, you understand? It's only when they passed out or when they fall out that they feel like that's when, even with alcohol, me, I've always known my limit, man. Even before, when I go out with friends, you see I'll get to a certain extent, I'll get to a certain point and I will just reduce my amount of drinking, man. But that's probably because as well, I also had to go through those moments that you don't know your limit, and then from then, once you fall 1 or 2 times, then you realize. But for some people, they don't know when to stop, man. They don't know. I mean, me too, I've already been out. I think the worst I've already had is that I went to club with friends, then you drink too much, then you come back, you're having hangover for like 3 days, and that alcohol is still in your system. Those are things I don't like, man. With weed, I feel like you smoke weed the next 2 hours, the next couple hours, you feeling, I mean, you're back sober, man. You understand? Again, I'm not advocating for weed, man. I'm just saying again, man, that you don't need all this shit, man. You understand? Nothing chemical, especially, man. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. Your body, everything that your body needs is already out there in nature. It's already out there, man. You understand? The universe is not stupid.
Guys, he is not in a plane. And so we know for certain that there were recreational substances involved. I don't think people understand just how dangerous these things actually are. We all know he originally took ayahuasca, and from that moment on, his life, it took a different turn. A turn for the worst. He may have thought he was enlightened. He may have felt that he had discovered the proper way, but that was in his own mind. In his own head, he thought everything made sense, but to the rest of us, well, we could tell something was wrong. Personally, I thought that all of these videos that he was doing, he was simply acting. He literally would make posts and say, this is all acting. It's staged. None of this is actually true. Unfortunately, this was not the case. Many of his videos, he's actually being his authentic self, which scares me.
Oh, it's getting weird. Oh. I feel like I'm dying every second.
I was hoping that this was just an act, that he was pretending to put on a facade to perhaps get more views. But when you take enough substances, your brain, it can play tricks on you. You can start seeing things, hearing things that aren't actually there.
So I'm just making this video so I can like watch it and remind myself, fuck, pinch myself, am I dreaming? Is it real? Okay. Just filming this for me. Okay. It's the camera roll. Don't post this one. Okay. Reminder. Connor, reminder. Don't post this one.
And so, reminder, don't post this. I'm checking up on myself. Perhaps I'll watch it tomorrow to remind myself of what I'm going through, to try to make sense of what's going on. At this point, he needs to be in a hospital. He needs to have psychiatric help. Perhaps he needs to be medicated, but he cannot be living like this on his own. It reminds me a little bit of the Liver King when he was basically challenging Joe Rogan. And we also know the Liver King was using vitamin K as well as other substances. And eventually, it alters the mind. And so somebody posted...
Wow, that's really crazy, man. That is really crazy. That's exactly what I say, bro. Yeah. That's exactly why I always say you got to protect your body, mind, soul, peace, and definitely, or should I say last but not least, your energy. You understand? Because everything out there, or the demons are everywhere, man. It's really sad that bro fell victim to it, or should I say is a victim of this evil world and society that we are living in. But then at the same time, you have to protect yourself, man. You have to be careful. You also have to, be careful whatever that you put in your body, man, and things that you even try for the first time, man. You understand? Because addiction can easily come, but then very, very fucking hard to defeat, man. So be careful even with the things that you even try, even if it's once. And that's again why I have never tried anything else beside weed. Not even try. That's also again why I've never tried to even inject my body to say, oh, let me just see how it feels, just one shot. No, you understand? Because I know how addiction can easily carry you along, and then before you know, it's very hard to defeat that state, right? Because it will just find a place that it will just stay in your head. You understand? Again, it's very easy to be addicted to something, very, very hard to defeat that addiction, man. You understand? That's why sometimes, again, that's why you just don't have to try it, man. Even as much as we know that nobody can predict what will happen tomorrow or what tomorrow might bring or happen, but at the end of the day, you also got to protect what you have, your temple, which is your body. You understand? You don't want to do crazy things and say, oh, we only live once. No, also got to protect that. Those little things can matter even way more than, I mean, I'm not saying you got to take that. You don't have to take risks, or you don't have to, but please let your risks and whatever that you do align with your health and wellness. You understand? Not just wilding in the street and thinking, you understand? At the end of the day, only you can stop you, my brother. That's why whether they hate it or they love it, you have to go hard, man. But go hard with wisdom. Don't allow the devil carry you along, man. That's why we say we look the devil in the eyes and tell that bitch to suck a dick, man. Because only you can stop you, man. Use your head and not your motherfucking feelings, man. Let's go.
What is he on? The first response is crystal meth. Next it says alcohol. Next guess, mushrooms. Next, DMT. More guests saying that the math laced with other things, various different things, perhaps some vitamin K, or PCP. And so nobody actually knows, but what we do know is that he was on something. Something led to this. This isn't the thoughts and the ramblings of a sober individual. And so, hey, take your pick. All of them are bad. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm happy to see it got almost 7,000 likes, as you never can tell what's going to happen. Andrew Tate went over this. He was friends with Connor, and he gives us his rendition of exactly what's going on.
To Connor Murphy, I used to talk to him a while ago, and I don't want to insult the guy. He was clearly struggling with some mental health issues, but he was normal, and then he went down to Peru, did some ayahuasca, lost his mind, and went fucking nuts. I don't know why anybody is taking mind-altering drugs in shitholes in Mexico. Peru is just some fucking dump in Mexico where they have no roads and regular power cuts. If you needed antibiotics in Mexico, they wouldn't even have any. You would die of some fucking disease we cured 10,000 years ago, like syphilis or some shit. And everyone's obsessed with going there and finding themselves, and you end up finding the wrong guy, and then you go weird.
Guys, let's be sincere here. Location don't matter where you take drugs, man. Don't just take it at all. Don't be like, oh, because I'm in a well-developed culture, because I'm in this place. No, don't just take it at all, bro. Don't just take it at all. If your body don't need it, you don't need it, man. Don't just take it at all. It's not because it was in a third world country, or because like Andrew Tate was trying to describe Mexico as a country that they don't even have antibiotic or... No, you don't need it. Whether you are in the States, or whether you are in Africa, or whether you are in Thailand, or whether you are in Mexico, or whether you are in Belgium, or France, or anywhere in the world, you don't need drugs, man. Stay away from drugs. That is the most fucking key important. I don't see why this guy is trying to make it like Mexico drugs are just fake or real or whatever. No, that is totally... I don't feel like that is the right advice, man. The main advice is just don't do it, man. You understand? There is no perfect location to do drugs, man. The perfect location is just stay away from it. You understand? At the end of the day, my brother, only you can stop you, man. Just like I said, use your head and not your motherfucking feelings, man. Only you can stop you.
And so you're all obsessed about finding yourself. You don't know what road to take, to go left, to go right, to what exactly is going on. You want to find the meaning of life, and so you think you can go to some third world country and do some ayahuasca with some bro that's going to take you on an expedition and give you a random assortment of... You don't know what they're actually giving you. How do you know it isn't laced with something? How do you know you're not doing too much? And you're just going to have some dreams and wake up, and now you know the meaning of life and what you should do with it. Does that not sound a little bit dangerous? Why would you do that? Why?
Stay away from this shit. If you're going to give me a mind-altering drug, I expect your civilization to be space age. If I go to your country and you're flying saucers and a utopia with no poverty, no illness, everyone's perfect, and you sit and say, we worked out the secrets of the universe, we took this drug, we ate this leaf, and we threw up all over ourselves like children, like babies, we puked on our t-shirts, and now we built this utopian society, I'd say, okay, maybe. But if I turn up to Peru and see a fucking dump, and you say, oh, you need to take this drug to find yourself, you niggers can't even find GDP, this place sucks, bro.
And so out of respect for Connor and his family, I'm not going to show you his...
Again, I don't agree with that without acknowledging, man. You don't just need to do drugs anywhere around the world, man. I've seen people in Belgium die because of drugs, man. You understand? So it's not... I understand in some countries there's more facilities of whether it's like he mentioned, antibiotica or some things like that. But the general fact is you just don't need to do it, my bro. You understand? There is no perfect location to take drugs, man, or shit like that. Like I said earlier, the perfect location to do it, the perfect location is you don't do it, man. You don't do it. I've seen, even if you go to Brussels, you see a lot of crackhead as well. You go to France, there's a lot of crackheads. You understand? I'm not saying that in a derogative way, but I'm just trying to make you understand what I'm trying to say. That at the end of the day, whether you're in Mexico, whether you are in Brussels, or whether you're in London, or wherever that you are, there's no perfect location to take drugs, man. You understand? Stay away from that shit, man.
Final minutes, his final arm strokes before finally going under and no longer resurfacing. Nor am I going to show you the recovery mission where they remove his body from the water. But I've seen it, and you don't need to see it. There's enough vicarious trauma being shown on social media that eventually your body becomes immune, or it actually becomes deeply affected and you cannot get out of it. Perhaps you've heard of post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, if you see too many of these tragedies, something is going to change inside your own mind, and you don't need to do that.
Connor Murphy, the looks-maxing influencer that passed away in Thailand, was reportedly acting erratically before his death. A driver allegedly refused to let him in the car because of the way he was acting.
And so you have to imagine that he hadn't slept the night before. He's up all night. Perhaps he's manic. He's on a host of various substances. I don't know if it's one or many in conjunction, combined together. And at this point, he doesn't know what's going on, and he's painting and destroying his house. He's trying to get in a vehicle. The driver is refusing because he looks that far off. And so imagine how...
Keep in mind, guys, he's destroying and painting his house and wall. And keep in mind, it's a $22 million house. Like, that's crazy, man. That's again why we say money is not everything, man. If your mind is not in the right place, you don't know who you are or even what you are after in life, bro, the money will still not make you happy, even if they give you a whole warehouse full of money. I swear down. Even if they give you all the fame in the world, all the money in the world, you'll still feel empty, man. You'll still feel empty. That's why I say, whatever that you do or chase, please chase it with purpose, man. And which is, or should I say, which is along the line of your purpose, right? When I mean your purpose, I mean your purpose on this earth, man. Let's not go into deep.
That far off. And so imagine how far off he is for a driver to refuse entry. I mean, have you not come home from the bar intoxicated on a Saturday night? Imagine how bad you have to be for the driver to refuse you. Police are called, he runs away, he goes into the water, and eventually he can't stay afloat anymore. We don't know, perhaps he was tripping balls on who knows what. And so, I don't know, perhaps he doesn't even know he's in the water. Like, what is he doing right now? Not too long before this, he posts himself sprinting. And so he sprints to 40 meters, he's running, and I'm like thinking, he's acting yet again. And then he posts about a challenge. And so somebody in the comment section writes, so what's the challenge, of which Connor responds, swimming. This was 1 week ago. And so ironically, the next comment after that states, foreshadowing is crazy sometimes, LOL. Challenge failed. He's tripping balls. It's a coincidence. You don't go for a swim to end things on purpose. This is not the way to go out. Dr. Tony Huge, he posted in his video that he believes that Connor went out blissfully. There is no bliss in drowning. It's not fun. It's not something that you want to happen.
What? He believed that this guy went out blissfully? Ah! You see, that's another people that actually also advocate in drugs, man. If for him to say those type of statement, but either way, who am I to judge?
It's not fun. It's not something that you want to happen. It's horrible. This is not something that you would ever choose, ever. Now, hopefully in the autopsy report, we'll find out exactly the substances that were in his body, and that could perhaps add some clarity to all of this. But here's the thing. This is the main message that you need to know. You shouldn't be using drugs. Drugs are bad. Drugs can do bad things to your body and to your mind. And so if you start experimenting with these things, this could happen to you. Now, is it common? Is it 50-50 shot? Of course it's not. But depending on your genetics, some people are more susceptible to having harmful things happen than others. Some people can use a substance once and they're hooked. They can't stop. It alters the mind. They have to go to rehab. It's all kinds of hell nah. Other people, they seem to be fortunate and they can get away with doing it for years.
Addiction is very hard to defeat, man, but very easy to be addicted to something, man. Again, that's why I say, man, the best way is just stay away from it. You don't even need to try it, even if it's once, even if it's just one shot or whatever it motherfucking is, man. You don't just need it, man. Your body don't just need it. If you don't need it, you don't need it, right?
You don't know your body chemistry. You cannot know this in advance. And so you gotta be careful. And so I would strongly suggest that you don't try ayahuasca. If you have friends that have tried it and they said it was great and it helped them, it helped them. How did it help Connor? And so when given a coin, flip a coin. Heads or tails? Heads, great things happen. Tails, bad things happen. I ain't flipping the coin. I don't want to risk it. It might be good, it might be bad.
That was actually a good point that I brought up with perhaps your friend might react. That you understand. Sometimes your friend might not even react to it in a good way, right? Or his body might not even react to that drugs or whatever that it is in a positive way. But of course, he will not come and tell you that. Some people they don't want to suffer alone or don't want to die alone, right? They'll prefer to, get other people hooked up to it or just not tell you the truth, and then they'll be lying to you and say, oh yeah, I felt so good, oh it's make me feel, but they never tell you the side effect, right? And then they only tell you all the good things about it and the drugs or whatever. Before you know, you start saying like, oh, it's something that I might think, right? That's what is actually happening nowadays, especially in the fitness industry, man. Everybody want to try what this person is doing or what it's crazy, man. That's again why I say you just need to stay away from it as much as possible, man. Prevention is better than cure, man. Prevention is better than cure.
Want to risk it. It might be good, it might be bad. I'd rather be where I am right now. I don't need to play with my mind and hope that somehow it gets better. If you want something better in your life, go after it. You can do it. You don't need some drug, some change of chemistry to make you want to be a better person, to make you want to improve. If you want it bad enough, you will do it. And if you don't, you won't do it. And so taking drugs to get the thing that you need or to change your life path or to motivate you, to find what you're put on this earth for, if you can't figure it out by yourself, then it wasn't meant to be. Keep searching, keep reading, stop playing videos, stop jerking the schmirk, and actually try to do something productive in life. And so,
well, sometimes you can try, but sometimes it's also the wrong crowd. You understand? You can try as much as possible by yourself to try to resist or not do whatever, but then if you still have the wrong crowd around you, whether it's in terms of you want to start a new goal, whether it's in terms of you have a new goal that you want to set for yourself, or in terms of everything, you might just have the wrong crowd around you who are never there with you, man. So it's not because they are by you that it means they are with you, right? So if you're that type of guy, whether if you are in a crowd with people that every time you go out with them, they want to just do some dumb shit, you stop hanging with them. Me, I have the same thing, right? If I have friends that all they do around me is talk about, oh, let's go to this club, oh, let's go tomorrow, we're doing that tomorrow, you understand? All the silly things that I know will add no personal, all those silly things that I know will add all those silly things that I know for a fact that it will not add no value into my life and perhaps not even in their own life. But still, every time they want to push you along to come with them and do that, it's better you just avoid those type of people, man. You understand? Like I have friends that I grew up with, but then at the end of the day we don't see no more. Not because we don't see, it's because of those little things. Again, like I said on the previous video when I was doing reacting to Conor, to the first video of Conor's death, I also said the same thing, right? Sometimes you grow together or you crowd each other or you just grow separately. That's fucking life, man. You understand? Just don't force your shit on people or because you think that you know this guy for 10 years, 20 years. If he's just being a negative influence into your life, my brother, I would tell you for a fact, please avoid him. You understand? So sometimes your crowd will matters a motherfucking lot, man. Imagine this guy, I mean, I'm not gonna say that imagine because at the end of the day nobody knows tomorrow, but if this guy had like good people around him that was, you know, trying to tell him, bro, stay away from this, even though I know he also take them to listen, but probably that's why bro was actually losing his friends. Because remember the first video that I reacted on, that was one of his friend that said he started behaving different once he started taking a little bit more drugs and shit like that. Probably bro might advise him, but it's still on him to take, right? It's still on him to want to take that advice. Some people are just stubborn enough or just so stubborn that they will not take your advice no matter what you say to them. Then my best advice for you then is just avoid them, right? Avoid them. That does not mean hate. It just means, bro, I love you, but I love you from a distance just because I'm trying to protect my own self, right? If you can't help yourself or don't want to help yourself, sorry, I'm going to have to keep a distance from you, man. You understand? Even that applies with a lot of things, man. With drugs, that applies if you have a new hustle that you want to start or your business idea, but then you feel like the people around you are not that encouraging enough, or you're trying to stop drinking or going to the club, but you feel like the people around you, every time they see you, is, oh, let's go to this club, or you're trying to stop. You understand? All those things, man, just stay away from it as much as possible, or should I say stay away from those type of people as much as possible, man. It all comes down to you, man. That's again why I always say only you can stop you at the end of the day, man.
Iconic influencers of the 2010s, and I'm certain that he will be remembered for both his YouTube videos before the ayahuasca, as well as his decline in mental health following that incident. And so we basically had two Connors. We had the Connor of old, fitness influencer, amazing.
Oh, you see, that's what I was saying. That's how I know it. That's how people came and showed me his video. We wear like this jacket, then open it up. I think it was online, but the one I think that I saw was in the street. The first video I ever saw of this guy was in the street. That he was wearing his jacket, and they would go in front of girls and say, "Do you think I'm fat?" Or he said something, right? And then the girls would say something as well. I don't remember exactly what. And then he would open his jacket and be like, "Oh, my man got abs. Oh shit!" And that's how I actually know the guy, man. You understand? Either way, man, rest in peace to him, man. It's sad. It's sad.
Fitness influencer, amazing physique, perhaps showing people the original looks maxing to improve your body, to improve your appearance.
I've been getting so many questions across social media. I really apologize because there's no way I can answer all of them. I want to do a Q&A so I can answer the most popular ones. So leave your questions in the comment section below.
And then we had the Connor of recent years, a man who had a decline in mental health.
I swear, this looks maxing is also something, man. I'm seeing guys walking around with things that they put in their cheeks. I'm seeing guys doing all type of crazy shit, man. He called it looks maxing. They're walking around with some shit that they put here. They say, yeah, we tried. If you do this, you go walk on these bones. I'm like, bro, you guys are fucking crazy. I mean, no disrespect. If I see a female do that, I'm like, oh, God, I understand you, shawty. But if I see a man that is walking around all day, like, with this thing and sleeping around with something in his face to try to, I don't know whether it's put his face more together and call it looks massive. Bro, something is wrong with you, man. Something is wrong with you. I don't know. Not in a derogatory way or not to insult anybody, but yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see myself doing those type of thing we call looks maxing, bro.
Mental health. And so it shows that this can happen to anyone. A man who had millions of followers, millions of fans who loved him, but yet he still fell down that dangerous path. And so please be careful. You don't want this to happen to you. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo. Don't forget to go to algo.
You see that? Big shout out to Greg Doucette, man. Big shout out to Greg Doucette for this video, for giving us more information about what actually happened to our man Conor Murphy, man, which is again a sad news. And again, RP to my brother, RP to his family, to his loved ones and friends and all that. But I hope this will be a lesson for our father, or for the generations and for the younger ones as well, man. You understand? It again, it's not about the money, followers, fame, all that matters, but let your mental health be as well stable, man. You understand? That's again why I always say protect your body, mind, soul, peace, and last but not least, energy, man, because all those things are easily infiltrated by the devil, man. You understand? By the demons, let me put it that way. You understand? But if you got that on point, you're always working on it, and not only the muscles, my brother, then yeah, nothing can stop you, man. Not even the money. You understand? Because again, the money matters, but let the money don't define you. You define the money. You understand? You define the money, you define whatever that you have or possess, not it defining you. You understand? Not even your muscles, man. Not even, I understand it's impressive. Oh my, I have a big biceps. I understand that it's cool, but let that not be the only thing that defines you. If I only want to remember you as that guy that is only oh, he got six packs, I don't know, man. I mean, that's also a good thing. But at the end of the day, I hope you fucking get my point, man. I hope you get my point. Let your mental health and peace of mind and internal is way more important than anything else, man. That's why you got to protect those first, man. That is like your barrier. And again, that's why they say your body is your temple. That's why you got to take care of it, my brother. At the end of the day, only you can stop you. Why does it take care of it? I'm not saying you should go look max looks, or whatever that you guys call it, man. Fucking working out, pulling your face like this, and then you calling it out, I'm looks maxing. What the fuck? Or you be chewing 2 balls. You say, I'm trying to get. He said, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Please, man. He said, I'm just joking, man. I'm not, if that's you, brother, do you? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Sorry. I'm not judging. But at the end of the day, if you're doing that with a peace of mind and you're doing that at the same time protecting yourself. I'm not saying you don't have to look good. Look good in a way. You don't have to look rough like me, because for me, it doesn't really fucking matters. You understand? But I know some people care so much about all that. They start taking all type of thing, whether it's from, oh, this will give you that, this will make your both cheek look like that, or even in terms of this will act you, this will make you. No. My brother, love yourself just the way as God make you before you can start modifying a little bit of how you want to see yourself as well, right? Again, only you can stop you, my brother. Only you can stop you, man. You gotta love the banana in its natural form before you can say, oh, I want to use this banana to make, whether it's a banana cake or banana juice or you understand, or milkshake, whatever. You gotta love that main thing before you can start. That applies the same for your body, man. So you gotta take care of so you gotta take care of it, man. And last but not least, just like I always say, my brother, protect your mind, body, soul, and peace, man. That is actually the most important, man. Remember, whether they hate it or they love it, my brother, you have to go hard, man, because it's still FAB, it's still fuck being weak, and of course, man, a weak mind is a weak motherfucking body. So whether they hate it or they love it, my brother, you gotta go hard, man. Let's go. The only way is up. I'll talk to you guys on the next vlog. I talk to you guys. Let's go. The only way is up. I'll talk to you guys on the next video, man. Peace and LOVE. And one more time, RP to Conor Murphy, man.